I'm joined by our colleague Wajiullah from Chinnapatnam and Nivriti from Delhi. Waji, I think there is a toss-up that is happening in Karnataka. We thought it's going to be 2-1 from the BJP side. I think that Congress has gained upper hand on 2 seats and one is with the Gaudas.
Well, yes, Karthika, these are early trends, but we'll have to see how it turns out because in Chanpatna in the second round, we had seen the CP Yogeshwar leading by 39 votes. But when the third round began, it seems now Nikhil Kumaraswamy is leading by 160 votes. In Shivgami, Bharat Bommai has a clean sweep so far as of now because that has always been a bastion of the BJP with Basuraj Bommai, the former chief minister, staying there. But Sandur is something where we are going to see a shift because as we know, Sandur has been prestige for those mining barons, which is Santosh Lad and Janardhan Reddy for the BJP. And both these people have significantly worked on these two in this constituency. But Tukaram, who is the candidate, Annapurna Tukaram, his husband was the previous candidate over here. He's a Congress leader and he has the little edge over there. But as we speak, you were right, Congress is showing a little bit edge. But these are early rounds. We'll have to wait and watch how things turn around. But in Chanpatna, it's getting interesting because with every round, we are seeing up and down with Nikhil and Yogeshwar going up and down. So this is getting a little more interesting.
Little more interesting. Nivriti, obviously I'm not going to ask you कि माहौल क्या है, पर मैं ये पूछ सकता हूँ कि हलचल हुई कुछ?
बिल्कुल कार्तिकेय जी, जो सुबह की हलचल थी उससे हलचल कुछ ज़्यादा ज़रूर हुई है। जैसे कि आप मेरे पीछे अभी देख भी सकते हैं कि दिस इज़ द place where all the media is placed and spokespersons of BJP in these various cabins they are sitting, but the number of spokespersons who have arrived here is less as compared to last time when we were covering Haryana elections and the national elections. But as the day progresses, we are expecting more people to come in here and speak about the trends that are pouring in from Maharashtra, Jharkhand and various other constituencies. In Maharashtra, as you can see, the trends that are pouring in at this point of time are a little towards the exit polls. What the exit polls had suggested, it is somewhat the same, but this is not the appropriate time where we can make some judgment or say something about which way the wind will blow.
Okay.
But at this point of time, what we are seeing on various televisions that have been placed here in this camp here of media camp, the trends are exactly the same as of now in the initial 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours, that it is the Mahayuti who is leading in Maharashtra, and in Jharkhand it is the NDA who is leading on various seats as of now. But this is not the
I think
time
there is
to
an
judge
important
what,
development that has taken place. Mahayuti is leading in 11, NBA is leading in 2 as per the Election Commission data. Mr. Balakrishnan, this seems to be a huge gap. Sunita, good morning to you, a warm welcome. I'll come to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Mr. Balakrishnan, the data by Election Commission of India is giving a huge gap between MVA and Mahayuti, 11 and 2.
It's quite interesting, but then it all depends from which area, in which region this is happening, whether Vidarbha or Marathwada, where it is. Unless we know that detail at the micro level, we won't be able to say whether this is a trend which is there to stay. I think still we have to keep our fingers crossed because overall, if you see the gap is one NDA 135, MBA 122, it is not much, and independence is 10. So there is a, but since these are the official statistics of the Election Commission, it's a 50-50% chance that the trend will persist, or it might even change. See what is happening in Baramati. Ajit Pawar was trailing at the start, and now he's leading. So there is a lot of swing factor which is at play. I think we should hold our horses and wait for some more time to before we make any confident prediction.
Mr. Krishnan, where do you think the maximum seats Mahayuti will get from. What is your assessment? If I recall my conversation with you, you said, Kartikeya, there are three things, but the barreling down of hard Hindutva worked for Maharashtra. You were also there, Ajit. Where do you think that they are going to get their seats from, sir? Mumbai, Konkan, Northern Maharashtra?
Konkan is one area where Mahayuti will do well, and in Marathwada also they are likely, and in Vidarbha they are likely to, if not sweep Vidarbha, at least they will get a sizable chunk of votes. You see, the Vidarbha is the place where the RSS is headquartered, and one important factor this time is that the RSS has played an extremely major role, RSS and the front organization, in mobilizing Hindu voters. For the past more than 1 month, RSS volunteers have been spreading across Maharashtra, mobilizing voters. And that is one of the key reasons how the Maharashtra's overall voting percentage shot up to 65.02, which is very significant. And BJP, the game plan was that if they're able to increase the voting percentage by at least 10%, then it's a win-win situation for them. So I think as of now, their calculations are coming true. But still, I would like to hold on for some more time before we confidently assert that it is going to be a Mahayuti government. Better to err on the side of caution rather than make say things in a fit of bravado.
Fair enough. Who knows that the result might look very different when it comes to Mumbai, because my Axis poll, which has a larger base, was only showing a difference of 2% in Mumbai, and Mumbai has got 36 seats. Who knows that even 2% can result in more seats, because places where BJP is getting far more vote share, the difference in the vote, the difference in the seat is not much when it comes to Northern Maharashtra or even in Vidarbha. And in one place it was in double digit, I think it was 18%. Sunita, good morning.
Konkan region.
Konkan region. Good morning, Sunita.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, what's happening in UP?
So far, what we see is that as per the exit polls, 6 and 3, the only surprise is Kateri, where Samajwadi Party had won last time, and they have their MP also there, and his wife is contesting from Kateri. That's a surprising seat, but as everybody is saying that it's too early to comment. But Samajwadi Party is at 3. And BJP 6, which includes one of our LT.
Okay. Now let me play out an interview which our colleague has done of Mahua Maji. Let's just play that interview out first.
महबूबा मांझी मेरे साथ हैं। सांसद तो अब थी पिछली बार, अब थोड़े से रह गए थे 5,000 कुछ वोटों से। इस बार क्या उम्मीदें हैं?
इस बार बहुत बड़ी मार्जिन से रांची सीट हम जीत रहे हैं और हमारी सरकार बन रही है। माननीय हेमंत सोरेन जी के नेतृत्व में हम लोग यहाँ सरकार बनाएंगे, इंडिया गठबंधन की सरकार। और पिछले टेन्योर में इतना बढ़िया काम हुआ कि जनता को विश्वास हो गया है कि उनके लिए काम करने वाली सरकार यही सरकार है, क्योंकि भाजपा की सरकार ने सिर्फ जुमलेबाजी की है। पिछले 2000 साल में झारखंड बना, 17-18 साल तक यहाँ भाजपा की सरकार रही, लेकिन झारखंड बिल्कुल पिछड़ता ही चला गया था उनके कार्यकाल में। पिछड़े राज्यों में नीचे से दूसरे पायदान पे है तो मैंने झारखंड, तो ये उनके कार्यकाल में हुआ है, जिसे हम लोग चाहते हैं कि इसको नंबर 1 राज्य बनाना।
आप लोगों ने घुसपैठिए बसा दिए, उनके वोटर कार्ड बनवा दिए, यहाँ का जो आदिवासी है उसका हक छीन लिया है।
बीजेपी के इन्हीं झूठ की वजह से बीजेपी यहाँ से हार रही है।